Hello, everyone. Welcome to BayernNow, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. The transfer window is officially closed, which means a roundup show is due. Reviewing Bayern Munich's transfer window, which, by the way, I think most of us would agree, this has probably been one of our best windows in recent history. We signed a lot of players, and now is a really good time to make a review because a lot of those players are performing. I mean, we're seeing Matisse Tau, we're seeing Matthias de Ligt, we're seeing Sadio Mane. Yes, we lost some players, but overall, I think this has been one of the best windows in recent Bayern history. So we'll be talking about that. Also, just general transfer news, Bundesliga related, non-Bundesliga related. Let's start off with the beginning of the transfer window. If you would have told any Bayern fan that we would be signing de Ligt, Mane, some other players, I think we would have slapped you in the face. We were linked to Matthias Ginter and ended up with Matthias de Ligt. Like that tells you a lot. We started off here and ended up here. Our expectations were low, but damn, Brazo exceeded those expectations. And to the people that say, oh, you said Brazo should have been sacked. Yeah, he should have been sacked a few years ago when he was signing bums like Bonasar and Choupo-Moting. Come on, man. Let's be honest here. And we were losing Thiago on peanuts, losing Alaba on peanuts. Well, actually, for free. We're losing players. And actually, Sula and Tolisso, we lost on a free. So we should have sold those players. So Brazo made mistakes in the past, but he learned, like any man should. He learned from his mistakes. His first mistake was renewing players' contracts a year before. Now, I get it. From the club's perspective, if you let the player's contract reach the final year, you can renew that player and save money as opposed to renewing it 2 years beforehand, because then you'd have to start paying them new wages 2 years before as opposed to 1 year. But then you risk losing the player on a free like Alaba and Sula and Tolisso, and you can lose them to your biggest rivals, Real Madrid and Dortmund. That's crazy that we just gave him Alaba for free. So, yeah, those were mistakes Brazo made, and now he has changed. Brazo has publicly said, I don't think he said it publicly, but there's a new policy that Bayern won't be opening contract negotiations a year before anymore. We're going to be doing it 2 years beforehand. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, we were right to criticize Brazo, and he improved. He changed. Humans are capable of changing. So I'm happy for him that he's getting a new contract. He completely deserves it. A contract till 2026. Is it a 4-year or 3-year deal? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the team we have built right now will last us a long time. De Ligt at the back, Lucas Hernandez in 4 years is going to be 30. Upamecano is going to be in his prime. Kimmich is going to be 31, 32, still top class. Damn, Kimmich's getting old. Damn. Sane's going to be in his 30s, early 30s. Mane's probably we're not going to have Mane in 4 years. I wouldn't imagine. We'll probably have Mane for 3 seasons, and then he'll go to Africa and play for for a Senegalese team or something. Just my guess. So we have a team here that is for the future. Musiala is going to be in his prime. Matisse Tau, if he keeps this up and fulfills his potential, he's going to be world class. We have a great team. So there's that. Brazo built a team for the future, and this transfer window was a huge part of that. Not only did we get a world-class player to replace Lewandowski, who left, we got 2, de Ligt. Sula, we had an upgrade on the guy. Of course, he left to Dortmund, and that sucked because, this is a player with potential. He could have still been something here, but Sula's ambitions were just too low. His work ethic, man, he was getting fat. Come on, we don't need fatty McMuffins around here. Fatty McSulas. We need de Ligt, responsible captain material players who can lead the back line. And since de Ligt came in, and whenever he plays, Actually, in general, our defense looks better. Credit to Nagelsmann for fixing the transitional issues. Because now, if Kimmich is higher pressing, Sabitzer is going to stay back. If Sabitzer is higher pressing, Kimmich stays back. So there's always three players in the vicinity to defend against transitions. It's not just one. The center back goes, Kimmich is right there. Sabitzer is right there. So our transitional game is a lot better. We're getting hit on the counter less. And when we do, the pace, power, and physicality from our three center backs, Upamecano, De Ligt, and Lucas Hernandez, overwhelms any attack. They freak out immediately because they're like, all right, crap, De Ligt is 6'2", and he's faster than me. I got to stop and think. And when attackers stop and think, that's when they make their mistakes and overdo it. And we can easily win the ball back. So our defense has been better with De Ligt being part of it. Gravenberch is a great signing. I think a lot of people are saying Mazraoui. I think that's how you say it. I finally learned how to say it. Mazraoui. God, it's killing my tongue, though. It's hard. So with him at the back, actually, let me pull this up right here. I don't know why I'm looking at Josko Vardio. Oh, I thought it was hilarious that he's linked to Chelsea and he signed a new contract with Leipzig with no release clause. RB Leipzig are serious. So the money we spent this season is really interesting. So if you look here on income, departure, expenditure, blah, 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 we brought 15 players in and 14 left. No, we let go of 14 players. That includes young players, blah, blah, blah. And we brought in 15. We got rid of 15, brought in 14. And look at the net spend. This is in dollars, so it looks different in euros and pounds. We spent 151 million this summer, and we brought in 114 million. Our net spend is negative 36. Now, to put that into perspective here, if you go to Transfermarkt and you look at other teams and their net spends, you're going to see a very big difference. So this is why I'm saying we had the best window in Europe in the top, 12 clubs that spent the most money. All right. So check this out. Apart from Man City, we are the only club. Yeah, apart from Man City, we're the only club in the top 12 with a better net spend. Like, our net spend is amazing. Man United spent 261 million and brought in 12 million. What does that tell you? It tells you that our players can be resold for higher value. And we got really good at selling. For the first time in a Bayern window, we cracked 100 million in player sales. I mean, we sold Levy for 50 million of that. And this is a 34-year-old striker. Yeah, believe it or not, he's world class, and we would have all preferred to keep him. But this is amazing. In the top 12 here, we're second for the net spend. Man City, yeah, they're going to be first because they had a lot of profits from selling Sterling, selling some players. Look at Chelsea. Look at the amount of money, almost 300 million, and they only sold players for a maximum of $48.84 million. Look at their net spend, negative 247. Our books are balanced. What does that mean? If we need to next year, we can still spend. And our players that we bought have great resale value. Apart from Mane, who's a little bit older, we got Noose for free. We can sell him for 40 mil, even if he doesn't perform at Bayern. Matisse Tau, we bought him. Imagine if he flopped, but still showed signs of, nice quality and pace and dribbling and finishing. Can sell him for 30 million. So we bought players really well, and people are going to look at look how much they spent, but they're not going to look how much we brought in. And we didn't sell anyone significant. We sold players that never played. Raka, Omar Richards. We sold those players and brought in some real top-class quality, and I couldn't be happier. So I think our transfer window in general has been better than most teams. Like, yeah, it's cool to be Barcelona, but they didn't get rid of their deadwood players correctly. They barely they're terminating contracts. The only player I wish we got rid of was Bonasar. And who cares, you know? Who cares? So this is a really good picture right here. This puts us in a great position. Looking at this overall balance, Ajax made a lot of money, but man, they're going to be pissed with themselves. So yeah, I'm actually super happy with that. I think this is amazing. Having a 36 million or negative 36 million is really good. And the profile of players we bought, come on, Ligt 22, Mane 30, better side of 30. He's not turning 31 next month. He just turned 30, so better side of 30. And we only bought him for 30 million. Matisse Tau, Gravenberg, 24-year-old Noose. Obviously, Vidovic is off to Vitesse, so he shouldn't be in here. And just look at this, man. It's good, right? It's really good. Yeah, so I'm extremely happy with the transfer window. Early on, losing Levy, it put a weird taste in our mouths. No one really enjoyed losing Lewandowski, but we replaced him superbly, right? We didn't try to go for a backup striker like, oh, let's get someone like, oh, let's go for Sebastian Haller. Oh, no, we calmed down and said, all right, this might be a blessing in disguise, because now this means our attack, which is full of great players, can chip in with goals. We don't have a single goal scorer or a singular goal scorer anymore. So now our entire team is urged to perform. So that's that. We have a much more fluid attack now. In fact, if anything, I would argue we improved as an attacking unit without Lewandowski. Games where you think, oh, we would need a striker. Oh, he would have read that run. Oh, he would have read that pass. We eventually start scoring. The only game we drew this season was probably our best game. We created so many chances, defended so well on the transition. The other team just defended everything. Jan Sommer turned into Jesus, just saving everything. So I would say 1,000% we improved without Lewandowski. We improved without Zula. We improved without Tolisso. I would have hoped we signed another midfielder like Ismail Benassar, my guy, for 30 million, 40 million, which is what AC Milan were demanding from Arsenal. That's cheap. And he would have been a perfect replacement for Thiago. But with Goretzka coming back, with Sabitza's form, with Gravenberg and Kimmich's form, what do you need another midfielder for? Yes, Rocca left, and Tolisso left, so two midfielders left, and you only brought one back. But man, if we can keep this midfield fit, we have so many unique combinations. You can play Gravenberg and Goretzka and just have the power and still get the finesse from Gravenberg and the ball carrying from Goretzka and the goals from Goretzka. If you want to control a game, you can have Kimmich and Goretzka, or Kimmich and Gravenberg, or Kimmich and Sabitzer. If you want a power and if you want pressing, you get Sabitzer and Goretzka in there. Like, there's so many combos, right? If you're playing a pressing team, Kimmich Gravenberg, Kimmich Goretzka, it works. If you need to pass through an opposition, do you see what I'm talking about here? We have options. Or if you want full-on finesse, no press, just press resistance, you get Musiala in there. We can still maneuver the team a little bit. So I think in hindsight, we didn't really need to go for a midfielder with the options we have now. All we're hoping for is that the players we bought stay fit. So the midfield is good. The attack with Mane in there, look, we never really needed a winger, right? A lot of clubs are like, we need a left winger. We have everyone we need. We have Kingsley Coman, we have Mane, Sane, Gnabry, who was trash yesterday, but we move. We really have a lot of good attackers, and that's the beauty of having the squad depth that we have. So yeah, we have a good attack to pick from. I mean, now we're like, Sane has to start, but Musiala has to start, Mane has to start, Muller has to start, Coman has to start. Maybe not Gnabry because he's underperforming. That new contract, man, come on, you got to start performing better than this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're really happy with what we're seeing from this team so far. The attack is good. Fullbacks, yes, losing. I don't think we should have sold Omar Richards. I'm still not convinced that was a good idea. But Stanisic played okay at left back. He, put a shift in, but it's a third division team, so you don't really know how he would play if we didn't have Davies. But Davies was fit. He was just on the bench, just taking a rest because he did have that little nibble and had a slight muscle problem. So you don't want Davies to get injured playing a cup game. So we rested him yesterday, which was a good idea from Nagelsmann because we have big games coming up. So you don't want any player injured for no reason, right? Which is why I think we should have probably taken Muller off earlier yesterday. Because look, even though Thomas Muller rarely gets injured, Bayern will get an injury. And yeah, I think the Champions League is really defined by how fit your players can be. It doesn't matter how well you perform in the transfer market. It's how well you can stay fit, like how, and when. If you stay fit in the group stages, it's the group stage. But when those knockout games start in February, in March, in April, and you have an injury to a big player and you got to maneuver and the chemistry is not there with the same new player, it gets irritating. So that's what we're hoping for. But because we have so many players to pick from, Musiala can play if Sané's out, and Sané can play if Musiala's out. Coman can play if Gnabry's out, and they can switch. Mane can play, Gnabry can play there too. Tell, he's proving that he can play at a higher level. I mean, that's a third division game, but it's a cup game. The team was hard. They were tough for 30 minutes. They were hard to break down, and the goals we were scoring weren't like, a mistake. We were playing through them, man. Musiala came on with Sané to Gravenberch, to Muller, to Musiala again, and then to goal. Like, we were scoring some beautiful goals. Only one goal yesterday didn't have an assist, and it was the Gravenberch goal because the defender had a deflection, which fortunately put it in Gravenberch's path. But it's telling you that the way we're scoring is we're scoring as a team. There's a third assist and a fourth assist, and you know what I mean? Like, there's a player that made the pass, like Kimmich passes it, Gnabry assists. So there's a pre-assist. It's not, corner and it's just header. We're not like, when was the last time we scored from a set piece apart from the Ligt thing? We're scoring goals in interesting ways. We're scoring from the ground. And that's something I was always jealous about with Man City. They can score goals playing through teams. And we never really did that until now. I think because we had Lewandowski, where we could cross. So players, as soon as they get the ball, they're trying to look for that loop pass, that one killer ball. And it made the game just look weird. Now we're playing intricate passes. Musiala gets it in between the lines. He gets it to Sané. Sané gets it on the edge of the box, makes him run in behind. We're making varied runs. And that's why I think we're winning with these high-scoring games. And I can't wait to see how we translate that to a team or against a team like Inter Milan or Juventus or not Juventus, Barcelona. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, man. So I haven't looked at the chat once. Just focused on talking about what I'm talking about. Do you think we can win the CL? Yes, I believe we can. This team is perfect. We have a team that can perform in cups. Because we have so many players, right? I think everyone's just motivated. They're just motivated to play. So they're playing their hearts out every game. That's why we're performing so well, so consistently. let's see what happens, though. Let's see what happens. It's really important for us as a team to understand the dynamics of exactly what happens. We got to get into the Champions League semifinals at least. And yeah, I mean, look, Brazzo gave an interview today, kind of like his version of the transfer roundup. Of course, they were always going to interview him. Not really a fan. Well, no, I mean, nothing he said was wrong, but they asked Pletigo, Florian Plettenberg asked him, can Nagelsmann afford another CL quarterfinal exit? And he just smartly answered, nobody is thinking about that right now. I'm a positive person. We have a very strong team. We go from game to game and see what happens. Well, what he's really trying to say is, no, Nagelsmann understands that this board has backed them more than they backed Pep, more than they backed Hansi Flick, even though he won us a treble, actually a sextuple. They have backed him more than they backed Jupp Heynckes, way more than Carlo Ancelotti, who got Tolisso and Renato Sanchez. So there's a real feeling at Bayern that we have to do something, right? We have to do something special. We got ones for the future, for the now, solutions right now, right? Ligt, Mane, Gravenberch to a certain extent, and Noose. These are solutions for now. For the future, Tell. And Tell's proving that he can even be a solution now. Bro, that game yesterday was so mature. Did y'all notice how mature this kid was on the ball? He'd never rush things. That's the thing with young players. They always try to overdo it. Tell took 2 shots, didn't get a goal. He never let that affect him. He just went on to the next thing. And the positions he was picking up on that, really left wing, where Stanisic would come inside and give him the wing, were really interesting positions. And he made the pass to Gravenberch and then smartly made the run. Most young players would just stand there or try to overlap. I don't know. He just smartly ran. The pass was under hit. He dealt with it in that moment, made the dribble, and with that finesse, beautiful finish. That's beautiful. The shots he was taking, all of them were on target. So, yeah, I mean, we're talking about, Tell being one for the future. But, bro, if he can give us that, that danger, he can come on last 10 minutes of a UCL game we need to win and just run. Or maybe we're already winning. He can just be like a threat, right? He can be a threat constantly by making runs, just threatening teams. So I'm really happy with every signing we made. There's not one signing here I hate. Noose showed yesterday, Pavard, if you make a mistake, I'm taking your spot. People aren't going to talk about it, but Noose was beautiful to watch, man. That guy, he just plays football at a walking pace. My man, have you noticed? He'll get the ball. He was like, all right, fine. Let me pass it. Let me make a run. The bowlers all play football at a walking pace. Look at Sane the other day. My man stood still, right? He was on the right wing, and he just stood there, made a little feint, and the entire defense moved. And then, he went on to make the pass, and Mane's goal was offside. But that's a bowler right there. He just played football at a walking pace. He stood still. You watch Messi do it all the time. Messi would just stand there, do feints, and then the defender overdoes it. Because once you stand there, the defender's like, I can win this ball. And then that split second is when the best attackers make their move. And Noose, he plays at a walking pace. He doesn't need to try too hard, but he's fast too. He kind of, I wouldn't say fast like Davies, but he's faster than Kimmich and Pavard. He's kind of like Stanisic fast, where he's not like explosive fast, but he's just quick enough to keep up with most attackers. Like, I think he can keep up with for a short amount of time, of course, right? He can just, but he's so intelligent. He'll get in front of him and get fouled, and that's beautiful because you don't have to worry about him, right? So Gravenberch is beautiful because he plays football 2 steps ahead of everyone else. He does things on the field none of us thought right? Not even, I don't even think the manager's telling him to do the. It's just instincts. There was a pass where he was kind of on the edge of their box, and he rotated his body and the way he received the ball and opened up the field. I was like, man, this kid is different, man. So that's what we have to look out for. So great transfer window. Overall, out of 10, I would rate this 9. 9. I don't think I can give it a 10 because, I mean, we don't know, right? Yeah, we don't know. We don't know yet, like 1 billion % how much we rate this window. But brought in 5, let go of around 7. So it's all good. No, wait, no, no 10. No 9 because I don't know. Ask me the same question next year and it'll probably be a 10, right? But I have to be at least like somewhat conservative. I can't just say this was perfect. Everything was perfect. I still have a feeling maybe we could have signed a midfielder like Benassar. And there's a reason we were looking for Limer, right? We do believe we need a midfielder, right? I mean, yeah, I think we could have gotten an extra midfielder. Losing Raka and Tolisso and bringing in Gravenberch just isn't enough. So, yeah, I would give it a 9 because of the midfielder. But the right back position we addressed superbly because news came for free. The midfield, we brought in Gravenberch. The attack brought in 2 players. The defense, we addressed the defense. So, yeah. People are giving it a 10. I guess it's opinions. Mane has a gape from UPA. What does this mean? I don't know. How would you rate Barcelona this season? Do you think they stand a chance against Bayern? I think I really need to do a preview for that game. But yeah, I do believe Barcelona have improved. But I don't know, man. I think on a good day, Bayern Munich were better than Barca for our play style. I watch Barca, and they just, I don't know. There's some things they do that, I don't know, that just, maybe Xavi's not asking them to do. So as a team, they'll improve because they're a new team. Whereas now Nagelsmann has had more time with our players than Xavi has. And I would say Xavi has more pressure this season than Nagelsmann. Because look at the amount of money Barca spent. Look how many levers these bastards pulled. They pulled more levers than a nuclear power plant. So they have to do something. Fastest players in the Bundesliga this season, Davies, 35.97 kilometers an hour. Sane, 35.57. What the heck? That man is fast. I told y'all Sane was one of our fastest players. I don't know. Because Sane, the way he runs, it's so effortless that people think he's slow. But you'll watch him, it's damn, bruh. Like, you got to play against someone like Sane. I guess it would be me because I'm a pretty fast bastard myself. I'm black, so. No, let me stop. Hey, Mickey van der Veen. He's top 3. That's white. That's a white guy. That's nice. Yeah. So it's not just black people. All right. So yeah, I mean, when you play against someone that's fast, it's different for me because I'm fast too. So it's not a problem. But when they're just, it's different than, I don't know. It's different. Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta talk about this. How do you pre-record? OBS. All right. So Vardio, no release clause in his new contract until 2027. Wow, that's interesting. So Leipzig got an offer from Chelsea of 90 million. Right? 90 million euros. That's a lot of money. Most clubs just accept that. It doesn't matter if it's the day before the transfer window ends. Leipzig probably were like, hey, Josko, we don't want to lose you because that tells you Leipzig's ambition is to be more than just a feeder club for Europeans, for Europe's elites. They were like, well, we want to keep you. So they renewed his contract. And he got an extra year. So it was supposed to expire 2026. It expires now in 2027. And their director says he wants to keep Josko for at least 3 years. I think he said to the 2024 season or something. No, that's 2 years, 2 seasons. I think if Leipzig accomplish more things in the next 2 years, Vardio could stay longer. You know what's crazy? Nkunku actually had an interview and he said he wants to stay at Leipzig longer. Like longer than this season. Yeah, so maybe next season. You never know. RB Leipzig, also, there's no release clause in Nkunku's contract. I think Florian Plettenberg said there's no release clause. It's a verbal agreement that if he wants to leave, they won't over charge for him. But if he has another season, Leipzig can easily go 100 million or nothing. Because Nkunku, he's that guy, man. He's really good. So I think RB Leipzig are on a mission. Dortmund would have accepted that. Imagine if someone came in 90 million for Bellingham last day of the transfer. I mean, maybe they no. Who's Dortmund's equivalent of Bellingham? I guess Bellingham. 90 million for him. But the thing is, Bellingham has more proof in his game that he's the guy. So I think Dortmund would take it, dude. I think they would F around and take that money. Because they're Borussia Dortmund, dude. They would take anything. So, dang, we got some Bundesliga games on Saturday. Wait, what time do we play? Crap, we're playing at 7:30 in the morning, bro. Oh, gosh. Oh, that watch-along is going to be, it's going to be interesting how I make that watch-along. When's our Champions League game against Inter? Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? Okay, I do want to watch Leipzig versus Frankfurt. I could do a live stream on that. Like that. Oh, that's going to be such a fun game, bro. Oh, man. So we are playing Union Berlin. I might do a preview for that tomorrow. That's going to be our one of the hardest games of our season. And it's away from home. Their fans are going to be they're going to be in our faces. Frankfurt, Leipzig at 10:30 a.m. So I could probably do a watch along for that. I think I can. I just have to condition my body to go to sleep at like 10 or 11. Wake up with enough sleep. If there's no watch along, you know why. It's game's too damn early, man. Oh, flip. Another next Saturday. Our game is at 7:30 again. And next Saturday, the game's what are these 7:30 kickoffs, man? September 30th, game versus Leverkusen is at 12:30. All right, fine. That's better. Let me actually look up our schedule for. So Bayern are playing Inter on Wednesday. So I will do a watch along Champions League. I want to do more other clubs watch, especially Bundesliga clubs. Yeah, Champions League. Let's look at the schedule. So Dortmund, Copenhagen. I could do a watch along for that. Obviously, we would be supporting Dortmund because Bundesliga clubs. We gotta support all of them. So that's on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, there's so many games on Tuesday. Juventus versus PSG. Hopefully, Pogba's back from the. 7:30 games, man. They're not cool. I think we will narrowly win 3-2, 3-1. Yeah, that Union game is going to be nutty, guys. It's going to be nutty. 9:30 in your region. Oh, man, I got to move out of Colorado, dude. I got to go somewhere else. So at least we're playing on it. Hey, so I might do a Frankfurt versus Sporting watch-along on Wednesday, September 7th at 10:45 a.m. And then at 1 p.m. do the watch-along for the Bayern game. Because I'm going to watch the games anyways. I like watching Frankfurt. The Tuesday, here's what I could do. I could do Dortmund, Copenhagen, watch along for that. And then Leipzig versus Donetsk. I don't know. I don't think I want to do a stream of that. If there's, we got other games like Milan versus Salzburg, that's going to be a good game. Bro, Champions League being back is just so awesome. Wednesday, we play Inter at 1 p.m. Obviously, there's going to be a watch along for that. And then a week after, right, there's no break. You just go right back into it the next week. You play Barcelona. And a week after that, we play, September. Oh, shoot. No, there's a 2-week break. Nice. Okay. Really? Why is there a 2-week break? All right. Anyways, October 4th, right? Because we go from September 14th to October 4th. We play Victoria Pilsen. And then a week after that, we play Victoria Pilsen again, away that time. And then we play Barcelona away, October 26th. And then we play Inter November 1st, away from home. And then the Champions League is officially over in the group stage. It's going to be a fun group. So can't wait. Can't wait. Pogba got blackmailed. Dude, he went to a witch doctor and tried to curse. No, he tried to run up a curse on himself, saying he shouldn't get injured. And it's funny because all he does is get injured now. That's funny. He was like, that's weird, man. He was trying to do that whole black magic stuff. It just didn't work. Damn, BayernNow pre-records the streams. Oh, that's such a weird comment because I'm live. All right, hit the like button, everyone. It's end of the show. Thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate the support. Live streams will be fun in the Champions League against Barca. I think I can get I'll find an Inter Milan channel and we'll do a preview together. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Mia, and peace. They're arguing about pre-recording the stream because, I don't know, they think it's funny or something.